Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have a Make It Merry Christmas kit. This is an exclusive kit put out by Spellbinders. It was just released and I've already done a unboxing video. If you haven't seen that yet, I will link it up above. And um, we're going to make 4 quick cards today. They're pretty clean and simple and they're all A2 in size. And then at the end of the video, we're going to be doing, or I'm going to be showing 4 bonus cards. They're stepped up a little bit and they are showing some 5x7 makes. And I just wanted to share some finished ones that I had done and just give you a few extra ideas. So make sure you stick around. I'm also going to show you those bonus items. So let's get looking at the first card that I have ready for you today. This card is, like I said, an A2, and I've just got a couple pieces of paper here that I've attached just at the top just to make it quicker to assemble. But I've just got a strip of paper from the paper pad, and we're going to hook it together here and layer it on our card base. This kit does come with 25 card bases and envelopes. Half of them are A2, half of them are 5x7. It also comes with lots of packs of ephemera. There's puffy sentiments, there's chipboard sentiments. There's so much, guys. There is your card stock, your specialty card. There's a 6x6 pack of paper. You have so much stuff in this kit. And there's this cute little letter, and everybody loves letters to Santa. So I'm gluing this little letter onto a piece of gold foil cardstock, which I think is adorable. And so we're going to write a little letter to Santa. And I've got a puffy sticker and also, well, it's actually 2 puffy stickers. One of them says Christmas wishes. And I think this is perfect for the letter to Santa. This is her, like the children's little wishes to Santa. And then the other one says Dear Santa. So we're going to put that where the address would be. And then we're going to pop this up on our card front as the letter to Santa. And for anyone that doesn't know, my husband is the real Santa if you ask him. He will fight you tooth and nail on that, so don't get in an argument with him about it. He is the real Santa. So we're going to give the real Santa here a glittery hat so he can glimmer on our card here. And so we're just adding some glue to his hat, and we're going to sprinkle the hat with some Ranger glitter. Isn't he cute? So we're going to go ahead and pop him up on the card as well, just so he's popped up just like the letter is. Oops, the camera shook there just a little bit, but look, isn't he cute, all glittered up there? I just love the way he turned out. He's so sparkly. So we're just going to lay him on here with his letter. And then we're going to just add a little bit of decoration using the Christmas tree. And then I've got a little bit of ephemera with the candy cane and also a little bit of holly. That will finish this first card up for us. And like I said, these are quick and easy cards, but they turn out super cute. And these don't have to be the final outcome of your cards. If you want to use this kit as the starting ground of your card, all your materials, you can definitely amp these up. But this is definitely for someone that wants everything that they need in one kit. Now this is one of the add-on items. It's the Make It Merry ephemera pack. And I'm using it just for the floral portion. But I've got 3 strips of cardstock here, a floral piece, a piece of the actual burgundy cardstock, and then a piece of the gold foil that comes in the paper pack, or in the 8.5 by 11 sheets. Both the burgundy and the gold foil are part of your 8.5 by 11 pieces. And you get quite a bit in the kit that are full size. And then your 6 by 6 paper in this kit is an actual full paper pad, rather than the way they've done the monthly card kits, the way they've made those changes. These are actually a full paper pad. So you can actually get a lot from your cardstock because you've gotten the full sheets. And using strips like this, you could actually probably get, I would say, 50 cards from this kit if you just added on some extra card bases and envelopes. I mean, that's how many supplies are in this kit. There's lots of supplies, especially if you use stripped ideas like I did with this card here. And you have plenty of ephemera. There's tons of sentiments. So for this card here, I organized these flowers where those, the holly there was towards the top. And then that's the reason I put the larger poinsettia down at the bottom. And then I framed it out with those berry pieces. So I went ahead and glued these berry pieces down first since they were in the background. And I then will add the larger floral down first, followed by the big floral on top. And I'm going to pop that piece up to give some dimension. Then we will add the sentiment. And that's the reason I've curved the floral around like that. The bouquet is to give room for that sentiment. And that's a chipboard sentiment with gold foil lettering. That's part of, you get a whole sheet of those. And they're actually, you might even get 2 sheets. I'd have to go back and look, but you might get 2 sheets. You also get these 2 packs of embellishments here. You get the sequins, which are real red, and then you get these rhinestones, which are more of a garnet red. So I'm adding 3 of those in like a triangular shape towards the top, kind of adding more to the berries up there. And then I think about it for a moment and I add a couple extra down towards the bottom. So we have like 5 in total. I like it to keep it at that odd number, but that one has a lot of gold foil with the added ephemera on, plus that gold strip. And this one here, I've cut off 1 inch off that card front, and then I put a piece of pattern paper on the inside of the card. Then we're going to add another gold strip here to the edge of the front of the card. And this is going to give a nice finished edge to this front panel. It really steps up your cards when you add these touches of gold to the card. And you get 4 pieces of foil paper in this kit. So, and I don't even think I used a full sheet. Matter of fact, I know I didn't use a full sheet in the making of all these 8 cards. So there's ample foil in this kit. And it just sure, I mean, it pulls out all of the extra foiling that's in these little pieces that it runs through the kit. All these little pieces have little tiny pieces of foil. And then this joyful sentiment is a puffy sticker. And there's a whole sheet of these that are all foiled in gold, which I've used a couple times in my samples. One of the bonus cards, I've used them again, that I'll show you here towards the end. I just love these because it really tied in with the gold foil nicely, the paper. So we're going to add that, and I put that down first so I can assemble my little house collage, my little city up above, and I make sure to leave room for that sentiment towards the bottom. Now I add my house or my church first in the background, and then I add the house to the left, and then we're going to pop up the front house just to give the card a little more dimension. And between the puffy sticker and that popped up house, that really gives the card a nice feel to it, a nice dimension to the front of it. You can do all these little tips and tricks just to give your card a little extra something, especially for those people that want a clean and simple card. You know, they want a quick and easy card, but they don't want it to be just flat. They want a little something something added to them. This kit is definitely for you if you fall in that ballpark. And I'm trying to give a little something for everybody on my channel. So then I took a couple, actually 3 of these little tiny stars that I found in the ephemera pack, and I'm using them in the sky. And I'm just organizing, moving them around to see how they fit best. That red one is a little large to put there on the left, so I believe I moved that over to the right because it just wasn't fitting over there by that pink house. So I moved it over, and then I glued them where they fit and felt balanced to me. And as the artist, you always look at your card and feel what feels balanced to you. You're the artist, so just go with what feels good to you. And here I'm adding a little gold star. I had forgotten to add my little gold star to the top of my Christmas tree on Santa's card. So that's what I'm doing here. I'm just adding that final little touch I had forgotten. And it's just a little tiny, from that puffy sheet, it's that little tiny gold star. So we've got 3 done, and we've got my favorite one up next. This one is another scene card, and I do love building scenes. This is a glittery mountain hills background, and we've got 2 layers here. The back layer is glued on to the background, and then we're leaving a white border all the way around our card base. Then on the front piece, we're going to go ahead and glitter that one up now, and I just cut those borders freehand. I didn't use a die or anything. Just take some cardstock, the same width as your paper, and just go at it. Just cut some hills using a long bladed scissors as you can, because that gives you a cleaner cut. And then you're using your sponge and any clear adhesive. You can use art glitter glue. This is barely art glue that I'm using here. And use your sponge and your glue and just pounce that glue onto your mountain that you've created there. I'm using a coffee filter underneath to catch the excess glitter once I pour the glitter on this piece. And that will make it easy for me just to fold that glitter back into the Ranger jar that the glitter is in. This makes for super easy cleanup, even though I do spill it on my desk anyways, but you know, that's just me being messy, like always. But look at the shine. Isn't that pretty? And it's just these little extra touches that can really add to your project. And actually, you could have dotted little dots on your trees in the background. I didn't even think about that when I was making it, but those little trees, you could have added little tiny dots of glue and sprinkled the glitter onto those little trees in the background too, and that would have been really nice. So I'm just taking the adhesive off of this, and since I'm already sped up, I'm not going to worry about cutting this out since I'm attempting to do a voiceover here. You guys will have to let me know what you think about the voiceover since I've never done one before. So we've got our background. I did that, popped up on the front to give it that dimension, and we're just going to glue this onto our card base. Then we're going to build our mountain scene with our house and our trees. I just love doing stuff like this. It's so much fun to create a magical scene with our paper. This is just a little strip of black cardstock that I just used to ground the car at the bottom. And as I'm doing this, I'm thinking to myself, this is not going to stick, but I'm going to hold it here and we're going to pray. And nope, it doesn't stick. And I'm sitting here holding it while I'm setting up these trees in the house, putting them where I'm wanting them. I'm still sitting here holding this paper and it does not stick. So we have to reroute our plan. And I go ahead and grab some amazing Elizabeth Crafts double-sided adhesive, which I happen to have on my desk. And this is the savior of the day. This made the card, let me tell you. So I have double-sided adhesive in spools, but this is what I had on my desk at the time. So I just used what I had. And that's what I recommend to all of you. Just use what you have. And I went ahead and did that. And I cut myself a little strip here. And this stuff sticks anything to anything. So if you don't have it, I recommend you grab some of this from the Elizabeth Craft store. I was on their design team for quite a while, and I have some of this on hand, and I was using it on one of the embossing folders at the end of the video on one of my bonus cards, so I had it on my desk, and it is awesome stuff. So I will link it down below just in case you're interested. But if you have something similar, definitely use that with the glitter. And I'm also going to use little bits and pieces of it with my trees and my house that are also up against the glitter, just because I can. And it'll make life easier. But I'm going to attach these real quick. And I have a sentiment there also that says, Merry Christmas Tree. And that sentiment is actually chipboard. And you have multiple chipboard sheets in your kit that are wonderful. I love using them. It gives such dimension. I have a tag card coming up here in the bonus cards that I made, and I think I used 3 or 4 of the sentiments on that card. And man, it gives such great dimension to your cards without no effort whatsoever. You just gotta stick around and see that card here in just a few minutes, because it really gives a punch. And I mean, no effort, guys. It's really simple, and yet people are gonna go, wow, with just paper and paper and sentiments. So surprise all your friends with this kind of kit. Everybody can get a card, because it's so economical once you think you're getting 25 cards plus. And I'm serious about that plus part. I should have shown you what's left in the box after these cards. So there's that card. I love that one. So here's the 4 that we made just now. And then this is one of the add-ons. I showed you briefly earlier, but here are the dies. These sentiment dies make these little banners, and you've got 3 different sentiments that go inside. And if you run the die through the die cut machine a couple times, it punches out most of the pieces like that. And if not, then if you just go once, it keeps them in. It just gives a deboss look. And then this other die set is all the florals, and they match the ephemera and the paper. So you could use them without the kit, though. You can buy these individually. So if you want just basic layering flowers, these are just basic layering flowers. They're not super detailed like some Spellbinders flowers are. They're just kind of a basic beginner flower making or collage making die set. Then here's the embossing folder. It's a 2D embossing folder with the pine. And then here are my bonus cards. This one, let me see if I can slow this down. Nope, it won't let me. Okay, this one has the actual flowers on, the bouquet of flowers on it with one of the chipboard sentiments. And I just used that little die set for that. This one here, I've used the ephemera, the embossing folder there, and then that large puffy gold sentiment. And then this is the one with the chipboard. I've got those 2 chipboard little one tags at the top. That's just the puffy embossing folder I used for my stash. But look at that Merry 25 at the bottom. That's all that chipboard puffy, or that chipboard sentiments. Those are so cool. And then this is a classy card. Has that embossed embossing folder in the gold foil along the bottom, and then 3 of the poinsettias, and that's just card paper from the paper pack, and a large sentiment from the sentiment pack. So that's how I finished my 8 cards from this paper pack, or from this exclusive card making kit for Christmas. And I hope you guys have gotten some interest and inspiration from these cards. I really did enjoy making all of these cards for you guys. It took me a little while to think outside the box and to create all of these ideas for you, but I really hope it's giving you some ideas. And let me know what you think about the voiceover. I did this just because it was a 40-minute video. But Merry Christmas in July, friends. Bye for now.